Skyrim Special Edition, or I guess technically now Skyrim Anniversary Edition, just got yet another new update. That actually marks 2 new updates in 2022. And this is an incredibly small update, as what the patch notes on this one are, today we are deploying a fix specifically for Xbox and PlayStation 5 players who were experiencing memory crashes when dropping large quantities of inventory items indoors. I wouldn't be shocked if some of you have experienced this. You know when you do that thing in Skyrim, or really any Bethesda game, you spent way too much time looting and you're like, alright, I just gotta get rid of some of this crap and just drop it all on the floor. So you'll find things just littered all over the ground. Well, for some people with Skyrim, this was actually leading to a bigger issue, making those areas unusable and actually leading to crashes outright, seemingly based off this patch note because it was running out of memory. Fortunately, you could just go to an earlier save most of the time, but obviously not super ideal, so nice to see this fixed. But on the topic of memory, this is actually a decently sized one despite that singular patch note, as it's going to run 1.35 or 1.25 gigabytes depending on what platform you're on. It's interesting in that it seems like this was distributed to Xbox overall. Like if you had an Xbox One X, you'll get this update. If you have an Xbox Series X, you'll get this update. But on the other side of the block with PlayStation, it's only going to PlayStation 5 users. Or at least thus far, I could only find people at PlayStation 5s reporting getting this update. If you do have a PS4 and got this, let me know in the comments. But if you're sitting there wondering, well, why on earth is this update over a gigabyte when it's literally just one specific change? Unfortunately, due to the way patching works on consoles, even with that one change, you have to re-download the entire archive, which is typically much larger. So of that 1.35 gigabytes you're re-downloading, a bunch of it is stuff you already had. You're just re-downloading it with the rest of the archive. Unfortunately, this update actually isn't on PC. We've been talking a lot about these small updates breaking mods across the board. This time that's not an issue because you can actually break mods with updates on consoles. There's no script extenders, and thankfully this wasn't a problem on PC. So PC players rejoice. You probably read the title of this video and were like, oh no, my Skyrim broke, but nope, it didn't, at least not this time. Now, unfortunately, there are some of you that probably hoped this update did a bit more, as there actually is a separate and pretty annoying issue happening for console users of Skyrim, and it seems very specific to the Xbox. I haven't found many or any reports of it on PlayStation, where it basically seems like with the release of Skyrim Anniversary Edition and that update to the game overall, the menus of Skyrim became extremely laggy, like to the point where inputs took numerous times to actually go through. You'd have to continuously hit the down key to actually move anything on the menu, and an extension of this when trying to load the mod menu, sometimes it would just break and the menu wouldn't actually log you in. You'd get stuck at a black screen. It's not clear if these two are related, one and the same, but it seems like these are becoming pretty persistent. I don't know, it's not game breaking per se, it's really annoying and you have to reload Skyrim a lot, or just spend a lot of time painstakingly trying to get into the game. It seems like Bethesda is definitely aware of these issues, at least as of right now, so another patch may be in the future. Even further, we have talked in the past about this 0 kilobyte error on PlayStation. We get an update earlier in the year that wiped out many of the instances of this, but seemingly not all of them, and Bethesda has mentioned how there could be another update around that also. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see further updates in the future for one or both of these issues, but at the very least, it seems like these are console-specific issues, so hopefully we're relatively safe from mods breaking again. The fact that this one was a console-specific update does keep me pretty hopeful, unless Bethesda is trying to keep breaking mods till just once per month, and the next update may actually come to PC. With that said, that's the most recent issue and update with Skyrim, some of the lingering problems, and one of them that was just fixed. In a little while, I'm going to have a video talking about the top 10 mods to come out for Skyrim in 2021. So if you are interested, you can get subscribed and stay tuned for that. But otherwise, I thank you all for watching again, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.